Welcome to Boxed In Day 7. We're speaking about doubt. Now, when life doesn't meet our expectations, it causes us to doubt. This seems to happen most often when we find ourselves in situations like we find ourselves in right now with the national shutdown and the global pandemic. But here is the crazy thing. It's natural to doubt. Doubt isn't toxic to your faith, but it's unexpressed doubt that is toxic. Unexpressed doubt can rob us of joy and hope for a better future. As John the Baptist awaited his execution in a prison cell, things weren't going as he expected. Doubt began to creep in, and he was wondering whether his one purpose, to see the Messiah, whether that was Jesus or not. He wanted to believe, but he also needed some reassurance. John didn't let his doubt box him in though. Instead, he sent his friends out to help him investigate, to find out if it really was Jesus who was true. Listen to the story in Luke chapter 7, verse 18 to 23. John's disciples reported to him in prison all the wonderful miracles that Jesus was doing. So John dispatched 2 of his disciples to go and inquire of Jesus. When they came before the master, they asked him, "Are you the coming Messiah we've been expecting, or should we continue to look for someone else?" John the prophet has sent us to find out this answer. Without answering, Jesus turned to the crowd and healed many of the incurable diseases. His miraculous power freed them from suffering. He restored the gift of sight to the blind. He drove out demonic spirits from those who were tormented. Only then did Jesus turn and answer the question posed by John's disciples. He said, "Now go back and tell John what you have seen and what you have heard today. The blind are now seeing, the crippled are now walking, those who were lepers are now cured, those who were deaf are now hearing, those who were dead are being now raised to life. The poor and broken are given hope of salvation." And tell John these words, "Blessings of heaven comes upon those who never lose faith in me, no matter what happens." John did not allow his doubt to go unexpressed. By bringing his doubt before the light of day, before Jesus, he was able to address it, and Jesus was able to transform his doubt into faith. We all want and need to be reassured of the hope we have in Jesus and that it is real. We should expect seasons of struggle and pain and disappointment. It's natural to doubt, but it's dangerous to get stuck in there, to let it box our faith in. We should use our doubt to motivate us and to search for truth, as it leads to a greater joy and freedom and hope and joy. So here's a question. What doubt and curiosities do you have that might be boxing you in? Where might Jesus want to unbox? What doubts does he want you to unbox, and does he want to transform your doubts into faith? As you go out into this day, I would like to challenge you with a question. What is the biggest question that you have about faith right now? And to seek God and to ask him for an answer.